Hello everybody, welcome to the first press conference of the day in Kigali, the tournament for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup pre-qualifying tournament. We are going to discuss the outcome of the game between the Philippines and Hungary, with Hungary winning 97-60. But before we pass the word to Coach Patrick and Hella, I'd like to address some housekeeping, some key recommendations. If anyone wants to ask a question, please raise your hand, introduce yourself, and wait to get the microphone before you ask your question. With that said, Coach, another game, another loss. That's definitely not the scenario you want to be in, at this moment.
Definitely, because they're the number one team, the power number one team in the rankings, and they had a tough loss yesterday. Maybe it's something that we want to prepare for it, but the thing is, they got the better of us coming in the game. They started strong, and we had to scramble up and get things going for us. It was really hard to get going, but at the end of the day, we learned a lot from this game.
Absolutely. Elia Fajardo,
yes.
Your thoughts on this game?
My thoughts on this game, it's a tough loss. I think this one actually hurts more than the first game, because we know that in the first game it was like we came out as underdogs, but we felt like the bigger person on the court. And I think this time around, I know that a couple of us were tired, but I don't want to make any excuses because Hungary had just played yesterday as well. We have rest days before our next game, but I know that this game isn't part of our identity as a program, as a team, and I know that we're going to bounce back stronger.
Excellent, thank you. I'll open the floor to colleagues, please. Yes, please.
Hello, Coach. My name is Franklin Kaweru, and I'm from Uganda. My question is, you have been able to experience European basketball, South American basketball, and you're going to experience a bit of African basketball when you play Senegal. With all the differences that you've seen, what kind of lessons do you take back home with you?
We'll bring back a lot of experiences and learnings from this tournament, and we're very happy from FIBA that they made this kind of tournament. Not just we play Asian teams. Now we're playing and learning from other continents around the world about how basketball is played there, and experiencing it right now overwhelms my my thoughts about what we could do better, and learning from them, and hopefully they learn a little bit from us also. It's a good program that FIBA can continue as well.
And to the player, you play some US basketball, pass
Yes.
and move. Of course, you're small in size, but when you're playing tall and big opponents like Hungary and Senegal that you're going to play, who are a bit physical,
Right.
How does that ring down into your heads to try and get a result out of a game that is as tough as that?
Right. Well, I've been 5'3", I think, since the 6th grade. So everyone's kind of been taller than me. And as much as like European basketball is insane, they swing the ball like crazy. It's like you go to close out, you can already see that ball flying away, right? But I don't want to disregard Asian basketball, Filipino basketball, because as I said before, although we lost this game, that doesn't identify the reason why we're here. And I know that we're here for a reason, for a purpose, and we deserve to be here. And even coming from America to the Philippines, where people may think, oh, we're short, and they pick the wrong sport to love, because we love basketball so much in the Philippines. But hopefully you guys see that we pour our hearts out when we're out on the court. That's why this loss hurts so much, because we know that there's something inside of us that, like, we're not big physically, but our hearts are way bigger than that. So that's what we're going to bring for the next game.
Ella, with that said, I would like you to reflect on the rebounding difference today. It was, we're talking about 57-24 rebounds.
Yeah.
That was quite a difference.
Yeah. I mean, I think we had the agenda to double at first, as Coach Pat was telling us to do, and then we kind of had to back away from that because their bigs are really good at kicking out the ball. But at the end of the day, we're really good on the downstairs side. We're not very good upstairs. So in terms of this, I think it goes back to the heart, pushing out our people, letting the ball bounce even, and I think that's something that we lacked on and hurt us the most because off those rebounds they have a couple putback shots, they have a bunch of points off of turnovers, points in the paint, obviously fast break points. So it's a lot of things that go into making us feel tired because it's like you box out. If four people box out and one other person doesn't, they lose their man. Then everybody's crashing to the board. So it's more of an effort thing for us.
One more question for you. I was talking to your teammate yesterday, Jack Animan,
Yes.
and she was taking how young this team is. Can you see the future of this team in the next 3-4 years? The future
Oh
looks-
wow! In the next 3-4 years, I think it's just up from here. I mean, we have players such as at the Jack, big sister Jack. She plays in Europe, she plays in Asia, and then Coach Pat is always very open-minded in going to America, going to Europe, going to all these places where it's not just from the Philippines, but kind of just getting a mix of everything. And he'll always implement a system, but he makes sure that each and every person they're playing to their advantage. So it's like you'll get people who are from Europe and are shooters, or you're gonna get people from America, such as myself, who has more of like skill work, but he always implements using our brains, just reading. Reading is the word. And so 3 to 4 years from now, since people are beginning to see, oh, these Filipinas are playing on the world stage, I want to be on that team. And we're definitely getting that support now. So the competition is really high. Everybody kind of is looking at our national team and wants to be on the team. And that motivates us even more to set the standard higher and higher every year.
Okay, just before we finish, Coach Okino, one more game to play. What's the game plan? What is the approach to that?
Well, it's going to be, as you told me, the physicality is going to be there. We got to get ready for that. Maybe change a little bit of how we how we go around with our offense and defense also. We'll make surprises. We still have more pocket. We have a deep pocket to get in and to show the world that this is how Filipino basketball play.
Okay, that's right. With that said, we conclude this press conference. Coach Aquino, thanks very much, and all the best for the rest of the tournament. And Fajardo, all the best. Thanks very much for that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, everybody, welcome to the second part of the first press conference of the day here in Kigali. This is the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 26 pre-Olympic qualifying tournament taking place in Kigali, Rwanda. We are discussing the outcome of the game between the Philippines and Hungary, with Hungary bouncing back with a big win, 97-60. Head coach Peter Woods. Don't laugh, please. And Agnes Stroder to discuss the outcome of this game. Agnes, your thoughts on this important win against the Philippines, please.
Okay, so actually I'm really proud of my team because we could recover from yesterday's loss and we came out to the court today with 100% focused and also with a good mentality. I believe we stick to the game plan for 40 minutes, which was really important against this team. We also fought on every ball, on every rebound. We focused on the scouting report, what we talked about during the game, and I think we improved a lot, but there is still more to come, and we're gonna improve from game to game. So it was a good step forward.
Okay, Coach Peter Volch, your thoughts, your reflection on this win against the Philippines, please.
Oké, nagyon kellemetlen ellenféllel játszottunk ma.
We played against a very tough team and uncomfortable team.
Ki nagyon gyors kosarlabdát játszik és elsősorban külső dobásaira épít.
Who play very fast the game and basically they are depending so much on their outside shots.
A tegnapi mérkőzés alapján azt gondolom, hogy jól sikerült belőlük felkészülnünk.
It was very successful how we scouted them after yesterday's game.
És a csapatom nagyon fegyelmezetten játszott, és amit megbeszéltünk, szinte 90%-os pontossággal végrehajtotta.
And our team was very disciplined with the scouting report, almost perfectly. Around 90% we did everything what we discussed and what we prepared for this game.
Megmondom őszintén, nem számítottam ilyen nagy arányú győzelemre.
Honestly, he didn't think and he didn't suspect that we will have this big win with lot of points.
Nagyon örülök neki, és ez egy jó alap lesz a folytatáshoz.
He's very happy for this, and it's a good base for the continuing tournament and games.
Okay. We have a question for our colleague on the right.
Thank you. My name is Franklin Kaweru again. I want to ask Coach, you play two teams of different styles, one that is physical and then one that is about pass and move. Is it easier for him to play against a team that is just passing and moving in spaces than one that gets a little bit of contact?
Ugye két különböző stílusú csapat ellen játszottunk, az egyik az nagyon fizikális volt, a másik inkább ugye sok passzal gyorsan játszott. Melyik ellen volt könnyebb játszani?
Hát ez az eredmény alapján egyértelmű, hogy a mai meccs volt számunkra könnyű, bár nagyon keményen megdolgoztunk érte, hogy az legyen.
Okay, as the result shows, it was better for us, the Philippine style, when they were moving a lot and going with a lot of passes. So yeah, it was easier, but we had to work a lot in advance and during the game to have this big result or this big difference.
És mind a két csapat egy kosaras meccset játszott tegnap. Én úgy gondolom, hogy fizikálisan mi bírtuk jobban a mai meccset.
And yesterday both teams, we played a one ball game against Senegal. The Philippines played the same way against Brazil. So everybody came into this game today very tired and from a tough game. And he really thinks that we were better physically overall, and that's why we could overcome the Philippines by a big difference.
Okay. You have a follow-up question? Go ahead.
For the player. Yesterday was tough and now behind you. Today was enjoyable. Brazil plays a little bit of both, a mix of a little bit of physical and a little bit of passing and moving. How does that ring down to the players, and how do you prepare for a team that plays two different styles?
We also had to adjust to a new type of opponent today. I think we did a really great job with that. Also, it was, I think, a good test for us how we can react on a different style. It was emotionally, and mentally, it was a little bit harder to recover from yesterday's loss. But our team executed this excellently. So, as I mentioned before, I am extremely proud.
Okay. Agnes, one question for you. I mean, after that tough loss against Senegal yesterday, what was the message between you guys as a players, as a group of players? What was the conversation between you?
The main message was that yesterday we were not in control of the game, and our style involves being in control offensively and defensively at the same time. So we talked with the girls and promised to each other that now we're gonna control the game, we're gonna control the movements, we're gonna be mentally and physically the ones who are in front of our opponent. And I think that's how we play today, and I hope that that's how we're gonna play in the following games of the tournament.
Coach, Brazil is coming next. Your thoughts on Brazil, and what's your scout reporting on Brazil?
A gondolatok ugye Brazíliáról és a scouting report, hogy készülünk rájuk.
Úgy van, hát a két mérkőzés alapján a mai egy nagyon érdekes meccs lesz szerintem.
It's going to be a very interesting game today against Senegal, so we have to wait for that one.
A két meccs alapján szerintem nagyon jól fel fogunk tudni készülni az ellenfelünkből.
Out of these two games, we will have enough time, and we are very confident that we will scout them well.
És azt gondolom, hogy léptünk előre a saját játékunkba is a mai napon.
And it's very important that we improved in our own game, as Agnes said it before from yesterday. So we have the faith in our team and in ourselves that we will do that also for the next game.
És egy nagyon szép ország vendégei vagyunk.
It's a very nice country. We are guests of a very nice country.
Nagyon jól érezzük magunkat.
We feel very good here.
Szívesen mennénk kirándulni, megnézni az országot.
We would like to go and visit the country.
De annak azért jobban örülnék, hogyha 5 mérkőzést vagy 4-et tudnánk játszani, tehát mindenképp tovább szeretnénk jutni.
But of course we would be even more happier if we play 5 games in the tournament. So this is our goal to advance, and the way that to advance is to beat Brazil. So this is our goal.
Agnes, before we finish, one quick question. I noticed that you have a group of fans supporting your team all the way around throughout the game. Can you talk about the experience of that kind of support from the group of young boys and kids?
Yeah, so before the tournament started, we visited a Baptist church here, a local church where were a lot of kids, and we met with them. We talked to the head of the church, and the way we visited them, they also visited us and supported us during the game. We exchanged, so we gave them jerseys. They gave us traditional clothes. So I think it was a beginning of a wonderful friendship, and we were very thankful that they came to support us.
Okay. With that said, thanks very much, Agnes. Thanks very much, Coach. All the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
And so we conclude this press conference. Thank you.